right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36.
A loss of 5 brings up second and 15 at the Saints' 36-yard line.
And now Stafford's going to move him around. Second and 15. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Rams 7, Saints nothing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Throwing is Rattler. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
that's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Stafford. This is Coleman with the grab. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. And the Rams sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year, but when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And you look at the Saints defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Lady! Alert!
Stafford looks to throw again.
To the right side and intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And going deep for Hill.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And this pass broken up. The contact well of time there, and now 4th down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford.
And what a reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And it's fielded at the 34. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Blue striker. Ready, ready. Drill, yellow, 43.
In motion, the tight end.
Hut.
Now Rattler. He's going to air one out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
That ball caught by Campbell. Now he's free at the 35.
Touchdown, LA! A great play there. 95 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
Locates Kamara on the out route.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
To the air is Rattler. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. 60 red. 60 red. White. Hey.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Hut.
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. Finding Alvin Kamara for the completion. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Saints 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Stafford. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns.
What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
32. Ready?
Here's Rattler.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Let's go now. Rail, yellow, black 40. Cut, cut.
Rattler wants to throw it. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Cut, cut.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
Ready, set, green jack. Here we go. Here we smash. What? Yellow. Ready.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. Out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have... And now the rookie's free. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Come on, set.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
The turnover differential.
without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler.
Buying time to his left. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
On the ready.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Down. Ready?
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Yellow. Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Throwing is Rattler.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Look at the big man rumble.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 59 yards.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Saints 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to the tight end, Terrence Ferguson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun, here's Stafford.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
260. 22.
Play action, Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, Nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brings up a third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Flushed out right. And he is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Kyron Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to add on to their first half lead.
that score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Black, ready. Drill green. Claws red. Hut.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
45. Slice blue. Ready.
Now Rattler. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
His throw incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These restless eyes of mine will sit into my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dreaming concrete mind will joke up. Tend to think in a thousand thoughts, I'll put through north to the boys get bored.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Black shot. 60 red. 60 red.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
250.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Yellow 80. Yellow 80.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Hut.
To the right side, he's got Vele. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Drill, grit, blaster, sit. Hut.
Rattler working out of the gun. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
White, white. Set. 6 Fury, yellow.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Hut, hut.
Throwing once more, here's Rattler. Being chased out left. On the check down, he finds Kamara. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
From 8 yards out. And the Saints are able to claw one back.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
36-yard line.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Brings up second.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Monday.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Blaster, stay. Ready.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Steps away.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. picked up by Channing Tindall.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 11. And a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready. Waiting.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down at the 14.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready. Red 80. Ready, hot.
Back to throw, Stafford.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
49. Saints 28.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Terrence Ferguson, 44 yards. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Rams 56, Saints 28.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's Shuck.
It's a short one. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, we all know this quarterback had to spend plenty of time studying prior to the game, but he has to be tired of seeing these guys, especially him. 3rd time now he's brought this quarterback down. Whole defense has had a great game, but 3 sacks, not hard to find who one of the leaders of that effort was.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck.
Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
To throw now, Shuck.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck.
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Shuck now to throw.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
To throw is Shuck. Locates Kamara on the out route.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for L.A.,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.